You know, I had a more reasonable translation of that subtitle ready to go, and then the title screen had that translation. I would have gone with Hunt for the Quiz King. You're not looking for the person who's running the quiz, you're looking for the best quizzer. And Find Out doesn't really convey the concept of searching. But hey, it's Sunsoft's game. If they want to say that it's Find Out Quizmasters, then more power to them. Now this is not Nazoler Land Issue 3. We're going to get that in a few months. Instead, Nazoler Land Special is a spin-off of the Nazoler Land series. Nazoler Land is Sunsoft's Famicom Disk System magazine, a set of small minigame collections that they released in conjunction with Puzzler magazine. And in the first 2 issues that we've seen, the most popular games were the trivia ones. So now the trivia gets its own special release. The plot of the game is that the Quiz King rules Japan with an iron fist. You need to do something like that, so you'll travel the country to defeat his 8 quiz lieutenants, collecting badges from each of them as you defeat them, and then challenge the Quiz King for his throne. So the principle of the game is very similar to the previous 2. You're asked a series of questions, and after you get one right, you're offered the opportunity to pay a fare to travel somewhere else in Japan. Travel costs a certain amount of points, which you both gain and lose through the trivia questions. If you find the correct location, then you'll take on one of the quiz lieutenants, and once you answer their questions correctly, you'll get a token. You also have to find items that will let you access certain locations, things like a boat to reach some islands. As for the quizzing, well, in a weird way it's easier than the other games. There's no time limit on the questions, and there's only 3 choices for you. That meant that I could actually take my time and read these questions, and then still get them wrong because I completely lacked any context that would help me. Quiz o Osagase has a problem that is rather common for old trivia games. The trivia is horribly out of date. It's just the nature of the world that facts change. What might have been true in 1987 isn't necessarily still true. And of course there's a ton of cultural difference. Not just between Japan and the US for me, but between 1987 and 2024 when I'm recording this. Things that were culturally significant and well-known then could easily be all but forgotten now. Which is my really long-winded way of saying I couldn't get a lot of questions right. At least you can save your progress in this game, something that you'll definitely want to do before challenging the Quiz King, because losing to him in a quiz battle means the game is over instantaneously. This game is so obscure in Japan that it might as well not exist at all. When I searched for the game's full title, by the time I reached the 3rd result, I was already getting other Nazoler Land releases. People just don't want to go back and revisit trivia games. I will give Quiz o Osagase this. It is one of the better trivia games I've encountered as I've been documenting systems. The lack of a time limit is generous. The exploration element, even if it's not especially deep, gives you something to do. And there seems to be a pretty good breadth of topics. Its weaknesses are the same ones that any trivia game this old is going to run into. So I couldn't see a whole lot of you wanting to go back and play this one, but if you did want old Japanese trivia, well, there's a lot worse out there.